Friends, you must all be very familiar with this Dino game which comes with the Chrome browser. So whenever your internet is off, you can always go to the Chrome browser. You will see a no internet page. When you press the space bar, then this Dino starts running and there starts your Dino game. But then it becomes more and more difficult over time because the speed keeps increasing as the time elapses, and it becomes more and more difficult for you, more and more challenging for you to skip those obstacles, jump over them and everything. And so at least I could not last this game for more than like 5 minutes. 5 minutes is like my max. I cannot last beyond that. But then you have so many YouTube videos who claim that they are playing this game for a very long time. For example, this is a very classic case. I've got this particular video, and in this video a person is saying that she is playing this game live for 1 year. Okay, and she is also saying that I'll be playing this game for 365 days a year and I'm willing to break this record and everything. Let me break it to you guys. She is just a very, very witty girl and she has outwitted you. Okay, so this is just a trick. She is just tricking you. She is very, very talented. I really appreciate her talent, but her talent is not in the game. Her talent is in debugging that game and hacking the game. And let me tell you how you can also do the same thing very easily. This is just a hack, guys. This is another guy who says that, this guy is more honest. He's saying that the bot is playing this particular game, and he's doing exactly the same thing. Okay, so what these both people are doing are exactly the same. They have just hacked. Okay, now what this guy is doing is he has not even hacked the game entirely. He is only saying that even if the obstacle hits me, I won't do anything and the game won't end. So this is very openly a hack, because the Dino is hitting the obstacles and yet the game is not getting over. Okay, so all these videos are basically hacks, and let us see how they are doing it. So this is what I have hacked. This is how I am playing this game. This is also a hack. I did it. Okay, and this is how you can also hack this particular game. So let me tell you how I could achieve it. Just go to Chrome:Dino. So you go to this particular URL when you want to play this game, when you are connected to the internet, because this game comes on no internet page, right? But I am connected to the internet, as you can see. And when you're connected to the internet, if you want to play this game, go to Chrome:Dino. Now if I write space key and the game starts, so game will open in full screen mode. Why? Because I'm not onto no internet page, I'm on Chrome:Dino. So if you want to play it in full screen, this is the way you can do it. Now notice that the character dies as soon as it touches the obstacle. So let us overcome that particular thing, and let us devise something like this guy has done, that it hits the obstacle and still goes through the obstacle, doesn't die. Okay, so how we can do it is go to developer tool. Those of you who don't know how to do it, right click and go to inspect, or control shift and I. So that will open your developer tool. Here you can write runner. Runner means this game instance, and inside that instance means this particular Dino, or the instance of this game. And in this instance you write here game over. So as you can see, game over is basically a function. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign some blank function to it. Okay, now this is just a blank function that I have assigned to the game over function. And now let us replay this game. Now if you notice, the obstacles are touching the dinosaur, but the dinosaur isn't dying. Why? Because the game over function gets called, but it does not do anything. Okay, so I have just hacked this game, just like this guy has hacked it, that it is running through the obstacles. Okay, now let us hack it like this guy, that when it hits the obstacle, instead of hitting it, it will jump over that obstacle. Okay, so let's try and do that. So for that, what I'll do is, in this game over function, I'm going to write that you should jump. Now how will I instruct it to jump? So I will make it believe that I have hit the space key. Okay, so as soon as the game over happens, I'll make it believe that I have hit the space key. So for that, what will I do? Again, I will go to this runner, instance, and it has a handler for any key down event, and that is called as on key down. So I'll use its handler and I'll make it believe that yes, I have actually pressed down a key. So you must be knowing that on key down or on key up, this kind of handlers require a event, and that event is the key down event. Okay, so let me create a hack or a mock event. This is my mock event, and in this mock event I will have let us say key code as 32. Why 32? Because key code for space key is 32. So I'm making it believe that I have pressed the space key. And let us say prevent default. So every event has prevent default, and definitely this game must be using prevent default method. So presuming that prevent default must be called, so what I'll do is I'll assign a blank function to this prevent default. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. So I'm passing this event to on key down, and this event is having key code as 32, so it is space key which I am pressing, and prevent default is a blank function. So whenever prevent default is called by this on key down, then nothing will happen. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. Okay, now see, as soon as the dinosaur hits any obstacle, on game over method is called, and in game over what am I doing? I'm just making it jump. So it appears like the dino just jumped before hitting that particular obstacle, and so it survived. Actually, the real thing is that game over happened, but I'm not doing anything on game over. Instead, I'm asking the dino to jump on game over. Okay, so this is how this kind of a hacking is done. Now let us go one step ahead and let us create a different character out of it. Like, let us say if I inspect this particular game, then I will notice that this is just a canvas, and on this canvas different characters keep appearing after some time. Okay, and where do these characters appear from? Where does this all animation come from? Where is this dino picture? Where is this this kind of a flying dinosaurs picture? Or where is the cactus? Where are various cacti? Where are they? Or where is this moon? Where is this star? Where is this cloud, if you can see? And where is this high score? Everything. So where does all this come from? Where does the animation of this game come from? So if you notice, there is something called as offline resources over here, and if you hover over this particular image, you're going to see that particular image. It's basically a sprite. I'll just open this particular image in a new tab. Okay, I have to right click on the source. So here I will be right clicking it, and I'll be saying open in a tab. So this is that particular sprite. So let me replace these characters with, let us say, Sonic characters. So this is another sprite that is already uploaded on a web page by somebody. So this is the sprite that I'm going to use instead of this particular sprite, and notice that the dinosaurs are now replaced with Sonic character. This is a Sonic. This character is called as Sonic. Instead of Sonic, you can have, let's say, Mickey Mouse if you want, or Donald Duck, anything of your liking. So what we are going to do is we are going to copy this particular URL, and we are going back to our Chrome, and here in the offline resources, notice that this is offline resources 1x and offline resources 2x. So here the difference is only of resolution. This is 1000 by something pixel, and this is, I think, 2000 by something pixel. So this is just a resolution. So presently my computer, as per the resolution of my screen, this is being used. If your screen's resolution is very high, then probably 2x will be used for you. Okay, so for me this is getting used. I'm just changing this source code. I'm deleting everything in source, and I'm pasting this particular image's URL. Okay, so notice that immediately the character got transformed to Sonic. Okay, so this is how you can do it. Now you can make it even better character if you want, and you can play around with it. So this is how you can hack around this particular game, as you can see. Now my only advice is, if you want to hack a game and if you want to create a video out of it, then title of the video should be like a bot is playing this particular. Do you want to see this particular Chrome Dino game reach till its end? If you want to see it, then you tune into my channel. But I'm not playing it. I'm basically not playing it. This Dino game is automatically being played by a bot, or I have hacked this game. Be very honest to people. Do not lie to them, because basically you are doing all this hard work of understanding the game, debugging it, and creating this illusion. This is your 90% of your hard work. On top of it, the 10% that you do, it determines whether it is a good karma or a bad karma. The 10% thing, if you say that this is a bot playing and see, isn't it amusing, and this is not me, this, if you are honest with the people, then that 10% makes your whole karma as positive karma. Okay, it will be good. It will be good for you as well as for the universe. But what people do is, on top of all this hard work, they put that 10% of fallacy, and they say that, see, I am playing it. They speak lies, and then the whole karma becomes negative karma. So all that I'll advise you is that be honest to people and say to them that I've just hacked this particular game, and if you want to learn how to hack it, then also I'll tell you how to hack this particular game. And if you want to see this to be running 24/7, then see tune into this particular link, and you will be able to see it running 24/7. This is a very positive thing, and this is a legitimate and more ethical thing that you can do. See, I'll explain it using another analogy. You must be buying tickets for magic shows. So the magician will tell you right before the magic show that this is only a trick. This is not real magic. I do not have supernatural powers. I am not a god man. Okay, so that is a legitimate business. Okay, it's legal as well as morally correct. But at the same time, you must be seeing many people in the society who claim themselves as spiritual, godmen, and they say that we have supernatural powers, and they do exactly the same trick, but then they are speaking lies to the people, and this is legally wrong. They can be jailed for that, and at the same time, they can be prosecuted against for this, and at the same time, it is very, very morally incorrect that you are speaking lies to the people and earning money or favors out of them. This is very, very wrong. So that is why very responsibly I am telling you this trick, but I am also telling you that you should be using this trick in a positive manner. You can earn more likes, rather, I will say. See, this particular person who is saying that bot plays Dino game, he's clearly saying that bot is playing it, I've hacked this game. But notice the views. He has 5 lakh views, and then if you look at this person's views, that she's saying that I'm playing this particular game, she has got only 12,000 views. So somewhere law of karma also works, and if you do positive things will circulate around and they'll come back to you. Okay, so if you notice, half of my video is talking about how this game can be hacked, how vulnerable it is to attack, and half of my video is also talking to you about how you should be honest. Even if you hack that game, be honest. Even if you want to earn money out of it, be honest with it, and you will be able to earn more money if you want. So okay, it was a fun video, enjoy it. And if you want more such fun videos related to coding or related to philosophy, as you can see, or related to politics, then please tune into this channel, and also subscribe to it. Share it with your friends if you can. There'll be a great help to me and the channel. Until next time, this is your host Amit Shirasao signing off.